Well, tons of goods are seized each year across the country. They can be fake, stolen, and normally they would be sent to a landfill. But one organisation is looking for ways to repurpose them into something much more productive. And joining us now from Lighthouse is Tim Jensen to tell us more. Tim, good morning. Tell us about Lighthouse and what it does.
So we offer operational support for law enforcement, trading standards. So they focus on what they're good at, and then we take over and we securely store and destroy, in case where we can, the seized goods. OK,
so a lot of goods are destroyed ordinarily, and you realise that this surely there must be a better way of repurposing some of these items.
Absolutely. Where we can, we look at debranding them. So where they've got counterfeit logos on there, if we can get them debranded, this effectively becomes a blank. So it is fit for purpose.
Brilliant. And you're just pointing there at these coats we can see here. So these coats, these were seized. These used to have a different branding on that was giving the indication that they were something that they're not. Of course, they were seized, and rightly so. However, this is a brand new coat.
Exactly.
So you've put your branding on, which is the Lighthouse one we can see there. And what is the plan for something like that, Tim?
By putting our logo on it, makes the product worthless. That means that we can then give these out to charities, to homeless associations, to schools, cold packs, especially with the weather now getting colder. Who doesn't want a new coat or a pair of tracksuits? Yeah,
absolutely. It could really help a lot of people. But let's just have a look at the size of the problem at the moment, because we can just see some statistics here, Tim. I mean, 218% there, it says, increase in seized counterfeit goods. This is on the rise, isn't it?
Massively. And don't forget, that's 2019. So as it goes along, this is just increasing all the time.
OK, and we can see here, this is staggering for me. 3.3% of world trade is in fake goods. So it's not just a UK issue at all.
It's a global issue.
Everywhere. And this number here, this is absolutely huge, isn't it, Tim? £13.6 billion of imported counterfeit goods accounted for in 2016.
In the UK.
Yeah, in the UK. So you think it could have been even more because that's an older date?
Absolutely, yeah. Now, imagine what that could do. What could £13.6 billion do for our economy or the NHS or places like that?
It could do an awful lot. There is no disputing there. As could repurposing some of these items, Tim. So let's look at what we've got here. Let's talk. You've got some hats here.
Yes.
These, again, these were seized. These had a different branding on completely.
Absolutely.
This has now got your own one on here, so they can't be sold on or anything. But what's the plan for these? Where are these going to go?
These are going to homeless charities, also people that need them, basically. So cold weather packs, as I said earlier.
Great idea. Now, some things, Tim, are not able to have the badges removed.
Absolutely.
Something we've got in this bag here. So what are we looking at here, Tim?
So what you've got is clothing or textiles which has got trademark issues, and they've gone right through and it can't be delabelled. So what we started to do is look at other ways of using it, and we found things like dog or pet beds.
So these would still give the impression there's something they're not, and obviously we don't want to do that. So you've actually said a pet bed for this thing down here.
Absolutely. I know, crazy. So what we do is we blend this in as filler. The outers as well is offcuts, which normally would get shredded. So,
absolutely,
and we've got a big thing,
And Tim, you've gone even further, because even the packaging itself, the boxes, you even want to find a use for that. We've got that here.
So we're exploring the route there for equestrian, like horse bedding, maybe agriculture, bedding of cows, cattle. We're just trying to see what we can do with it, really.
So if you can avoid landfill, if you can avoid incineration, if you can help some other people,
and reduce the carbon footprint as well in the process.
Tim,
we're just trying.
It sounds like a really good project, and I wish you all the very best for it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure.